They say if you hear it cry at night, someone will die before dawn. A low, eerie call. Neither song nor scream. A sound that slices through the silence of the African night and chills the hearts of those who know what it means. You won't see it coming. It won't show itself in the light. But when it calls, something ancient stirs. This is the legend of the African Nightjar, the bird that is said to predict death. And tonight, Africa Unboxed takes you deep into the shadows of this chilling tale. In the dense bushlands of West Africa, under the weight of a starlit sky, villagers sit quietly around fires, not just to keep warm, but to keep watch. There's one sound they pray they won't hear. A sharp, clicking call. Almost mechanical. Almost human. The sound of the nightjar. In countries like Ghana, Nigeria, and Sierra Leone, the nightjar isn't just another nocturnal bird, it's a harbinger. A messenger from the spirit world. A bad omen. Some call it Ababayo, others evil eye. But nearly all agree on one thing. If this bird circles your home and cries, someone inside will not live to see the morning. So, what is this bird, really? By scientific classification, the African nightjar is a small, elusive bird known for its perfect camouflage and its unique, haunting call. It feeds on insects, hides by day, and flies low at night. But science ends at the skin. In African spirituality, the nightjar exists between worlds, neither fully of this world, nor the next. It is believed to carry messages from ancestors, warnings from spirits, or invitations to the afterlife. And here's where it gets unsettling. Across generations, people have reported a strange pattern. A nightjar's call at night, followed by a death in the village shortly after. Sometimes within hours. Sometimes the same night. Coincidence? Or something else? There's an old woman in northern Togo who swears that when her husband was dying, the bird cried 3 times at her window. He passed before dawn. In southern Nigeria, a child claimed he saw a glowing bird land outside their hut the night before his grandfather's burial. A bird that disappeared without a trace. His mother said it was the nightjar, come to collect his spirit. Are these just stories, or sightings of something beyond reason? Before we go deeper, don't forget, if stories like these fascinate you, if you're drawn to the unexplained corners of Africa that the world rarely sees, white right pointing backhand index, subscribe to Africa Unboxed. We bring you the legends, truths, and untold mysteries of this vast continent, one story at a time. Now, back to the bird. In Malawi, the nightjar is said to steal the breath of the sleeping. In Congo, people leave offerings under trees so the bird's spirit doesn't bring misfortune to their homes. In Kenya, whispers say it isn't a bird at all, but a spirit disguised in feathers. Not everyone runs from it. Some traditional priests claim they can communicate with it. That when it cries near a family, it's not bringing death, but warning them, giving them time to prepare, to cleanse, to pray. But even among the wise, the nightjar is not trusted. There are stories, some whispered, others long buried, of nightjars that appear during funerals, only to vanish mid-flight. Of birds with glowing eyes seen flying under the full moon, but never found again. One tale from an old village near Lake Volta tells of a healer who cursed a corrupt chief. That night, the nightjar circled the chief's compound 3 times. The next morning, the chief was gone, his body cold, his eyes wide open. To this day, no one enters that hut after sunset. Still, scientists argue there's nothing mystical about it. They say the nightjar's cry is just its mating call, that its flight patterns happen to overlap with seasons of illness and death, especially during the Harmattan, when respiratory infections are common. That fear has built superstition. But then again, scientists don't live in the village. They don't sleep in homes where ancestors are still honored, where spirits are more real than shadows. They don't understand why elders close their windows at night, not to keep out mosquitoes, but to keep out the message. So what do you believe? Is the African nightjar just a bird, strange, but natural? Or is it something older? A sacred messenger? A watcher? A voice from the world beyond the veil? Can death really be foretold by feathers and song? Maybe, maybe not. But in Africa, stories are never just stories. They are warnings. They are memory. They are truth in the language of mystery. So the next time you're in the dark and you hear something unnatural cry in the night, ask yourself, is it just a bird? Or has the spirit world sent a messenger? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you've heard this story where you're from, we want to know. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Because the Africa you think you know is just the beginning. This is Africa Unboxed. And we don't just tell stories, we unearth them.